Good, happy Monday evening, May 4th, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this evening edition of Good Evening, New Hampshire. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this edition of Good Evening, New Hampshire, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. But first, we're going to begin with the news. We're going to start with your local news first. First up, no new deaths of COVID-19 announced today. Health officials urge Granite Staters to continue social distancing as number of cases increase, but no new deaths reported today. And now let's take a look at your COVID-19 in New Hampshire information, what you need to know. And here's a look at that COVID-19 in New Hampshire information, what you need to know. There are 2,588 number of people who have been tested positive in New Hampshire for COVID-19. 1,177,784 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 86 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 286 number of people who have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 68,442 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire right here shows you where cases of COVID-19 are in towns and cities of New Hampshire. In Wakefield, 1 to 4 cases of COVID-19. And this chart right here shows you new cases each day in New Hampshire. In the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalizations. And in the red are the deaths. This chart here shows you current cases. Current COVID-19 cases in the purple and current hospitalizations in the orange. In this chart here, cumulative totals. In the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, total hospitalizations. In the red, deaths. And in the blue, recovered. In this chart here, age group, it shows you by age group. And this chart here shows you by female and male. And this chart here shows you risk information. This chart here shows you race/ethnicity of cases. And this chart here shows you percent of New Hampshire population. And again, your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, and difficult breathing. How it spreads, and prevention tips. That is the COVID-19 information, what you need to know. PPE made available for all businesses opening under new order. First responders get extra weekly stipends, governor says. As some New Hampshire businesses prepare to reopen amid the COVID-19 pandemic, Governor Chris Sununu said Monday they will have access to free personal protective equipment provided by the state. Sununu said about 2,100 businesses have made requests for protective equipment, and the state will be able to fulfill those requests from shipments of equipment it has been able to secure. Business owners can apply for masks at nheconomy.com/COVID and pick them up free of charge at various Division Motor Vehicle locations. Several businesses, including retailers, hair salons, and golf courses, can open up next week if they take various precautions, including requiring face masks for employees and maintaining social distancing. The governor said if there's a clear sign of COVID-19 situation in New Hampshire is getting worse, businesses might be asked to close again. If at any time we see trends that could overwhelm our healthcare system, that's when we'd have to take a real hard look at possibly pulling back, Sununu said. There's no evidence of that at all right now. Sununu also announced more aid to first responders and New Hampshire cities and towns. Full-time firefighters, police officers, and emergency medical service workers will receive an extra $300 per week, while part-time workers will receive $150 per week. The point really being whether you're providing a stipend for our first-line workers in our long-term care facilities or our first-time responders, we're doing everything we can to make sure those who are on the front lines, those that are putting themselves at risk throughout this COVID-19 crisis, we want to be there for them, Sununu said. The state has also allocated $40 million for cities, towns, and counties to cover costs related to COVID-19. The funds can be used for purposes such as paying for childcare for first responders, for cleaning or modifying buildings, or for costs associated with working from home. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into national news. In national news, murder hornets that dominate bee population arrive in U.S. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Now to the hunt for the invasive species that has scientists on high alert. The so-called murder hornets arriving in the United States for the first time, and experts are warning they could decimate bee populations across the U.S. Will Reeve is joining us now from Central Park with more on this. And Will, also concerning, they've been known to kill people as well.
Yes, Amy, dozens of people per year in Japan. People who have been stung by a murder hornet say it feels like hot metal driving into the skin. The hits keep coming here in 2020. The murder hornet has been spotted in the U.S. Now, as the pandemic keeps people indoors, another potential reason not to go outside in 2020, the so-called murder hornet.
The biggest ones will get just to about 2 inches.
Known as the Asian giant hornet, it can be up to 5 times larger than a honeybee. Its stinger strong enough to pierce through a beekeeping suit. Its venom can be deadly. These hornets kill dozens of people in Japan every year. And now they've been sighted in the U.S. These images taken in December in Washington state. As summer approaches, scientists are racing against the clock to track them down. Ted McFall is a beekeeper near where those first sightings happened. He says the, quote, beasts decimated his entire honeybee colony.
Never have I seen a bee slaughter in the way that this hive had been slaughtered.
And these hornets have a vicious sting. Just ask animal expert and YouTube personality Coyote Peterson, who voluntarily got stung by one in 2018 for his show Brave Wilderness.
If you can imagine getting yourself into a scenario where somehow Mike Tyson was able to take an open shot right at your jaw, that is kind of what it feels like.
Experts say if you encounter one of these large hornets, get as far away from it as you can. Experts also say that most people have nothing to worry about. The murder hornets have been spotted in extreme northwest Washington state and in British Columbia, but there is no evidence that they are anywhere else in North America. Guys?
Not yet, at least. All right. Will Reeve, thank you so much. I've heard people say with this murder hornet in the heels of the coronavirus pandemic that we're just ready for this Jumanji game to be over with.
Yeah,
right
remember
now.
when we were excited about 2020?
Wow.
New Year's Eve? Not so much anymore.
Trying to get through it. Well, hey there.
Right at that. I agree with them. We're trying to get through this 2020. And let's take a look at your coronavirus updates for the rest of the world. Global death toll from COVID-19 surpasses 250,000. More than 3.5 million people have been diagnosed with the virus worldwide. Today's biggest developments. Global death toll from COVID-19 tops 250,000. California governor sued by Newport Beach councilman. Cuomo outlines factories that will determine when the region can reopen. And virus with present in Europe was detected in late December, a doctor claims. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into business news. In business news, let's see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Monday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you for this Monday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green, one up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green, one up. S&P 500 closed in the green, one up. Gold closed in the red, went down. Oil closed in the green, went up. U.S. 10-year closed flat. Euro/USD closed in the red and went down. And VX closed in the red and went down. Stock features rise slightly in overnight trading as investors focus on reopening the economy. Stock features rose slightly in overnight trading on Monday as investors remained focused on reopening the U.S. economy. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into weather. Your weather right now is mostly cloudy, 51 degrees. And for tonight, some clouds, slight chance of a rain shower, low 40 degrees, winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into New Hampshire Life. In New Hampshire Life segment, Dover, yes, the weather. You like the weather, Tim? Okay, in New Hampshire Life segment, Dover first responders help woman celebrate 99th birthday from a safe distance. 99. Wow. Birthday parade held through the streets of Dover. Let's take a look at this video.
Say hello. Say hello.
Responders in Dover together this weekend to help a Granite Stater celebrate a milestone, even though it was from afar.
Yeah, this is really neat. Dottie Cirilli just turned 99 years young. Family and friends teamed up with crews to throw Graham a birthday parade through the streets of Dover. Her family says they wanted to make Dottie's birthday special while keeping a safe distance, of course. A very happy belated birthday to this Irish princess right here. 99 years old, though.
Happy
That's great.
birthday.
Looking great.
Happy birthday to Dottie. We hope you have a wonderful birthday, Dottie. 99. Wow. And let's switch gears now. Let's see what's new on TV tonight. On Fox at 8 o'clock p.m., 911 on Fox. Antique Roadshow, 8 p.m. on New Hampshire Public TV. Below Deck Sailing Yacht on Bravo at 8 p.m. Beyond the Unknown on the Travel Channel at 8 p.m. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on VH1 at 8 p.m. Player Select on Disney Channel at 8 p.m. Street Outlaws Memphis, 8 p.m. on Discovery. The Bachelor, Listen to Your Heart on ABC at 8 p.m. The Neighborhood on Channel 4 on CBS at 8 p.m. The Voice on 8 p.m. on NBC. WWE Monday Night Raw, 8 p.m. on US Channel. Whose Line Is It Anyway? On WLVI. At 8:30 p.m., The Neighborhood on CBS. And that is a look at what's new on TV tonight. If you want to see the rest of the new on TV tonight listing, we will share the link with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page after this broadcast. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into entertainment news. In entertainment news, Kris Jenner makes wild demand of assistant Khloe Kardashian. Let's take a look at that video from Entertainment Tonight.
Do you want to get started with your day?
I'm here, whatever you want me to do.
Kris Jenner is putting Khloe Kardashian to work.
I worked so hard.
On the latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe swings by Kylie Cosmetics to be her momager's personal assistant.
I got my assistant shoes on, I got my fanny pack, I'm ready to go, hands-free, I'm here to help and make Kris Jenner's life a breeze.
But can Coco keep up with Kris?
Khloe! Khloe! Also Khloe! 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 Coming!
Is it me, or are we getting Devil Wears Prada vibes?
There's some reason that my coffee isn't here. Has she died or something?
Khloe, this coffee isn't hot at all.
Emily. Emily?
Khloe! Coming! Don't have all day.
How many times do I have to scream your name?
Yeah, Kris is 100% Miranda Priestley.
That's all.
From checking off her mom's to-do list,
I need you to put together some of the promo kits for Kylie Cosmetics and for Kylie Skin. Can I get the agenda for the meeting with Jen and Megan? Take these 2 packets and scan them over to production for me.
to catering her daily priorities.
Why don't you bring my luncheon? And make sure you record Dateline.
We have to admit, Khloe is killing her new temp job.
I was really proud of myself.
But it's Kris's next request that had me saying, seriously?
I need you to go through all of these snacks, and then let's see what's fresh. But I like you personally to eat every single one of those items.
This is a job I can do very well.
Same, girl, same. Oh, those are stale. That's fresh. That's good. Crunchy, still good, still fresh. It's okay. Oh yeah, have more of these, or I just take the jar. Honestly, where do I sign up?
This day has been off to a fabulous start. I love the hustle and bustle. I'm on top of things. I'm great at it.
Oh, the hustle and bustle is rough.
This is a job I can do very well.
But I'm here for it.
I don't know if she's just like with me, but whatever Kris Jenner wants, she gets.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that is it for this evening edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. Thank you for watching this evening edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. Have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you back here next time for another edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. Good night and bye, everyone.